Welcome ESLs. We getting ready for some qualifying at the Glen. I have Rhett Sawyer up in the booth for this race as well.
Hey, thanks for having me. Happy to see how things turn out with the new cars on a track here.
Yes, as we are racing with the Gen 4s now. So a little bit more horsepower. As you see Merrill McGuire out on the track. He is your points leader. He's up by 6 points over Javier.
Yeah, he's had a really good start to the season, getting 2 wins so far out of the three races early on.
As he's getting ready for his first lap around Watkins Glen. This should be a fun race. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, Watkins Glen can always be exciting, especially when the cars try to get together in the bus stop over there.
This is his first lap. What type of lap time can he put together? As he goes around turn 5, heads into the last 2 turns. Who will be on top of the leaderboard after the first lap? And it is Joshua Bolton. Can this time hold? Matt Green so far in second. Shane Knox in third. Javier fourth. Kyle Storm fifth. A minute 10.68 is the time to beat. You could already notice the speed difference in these cars. Will Joshua Bolton's time hold up? Goes around the last turn. Who will be your pole winner in week 4? And it is Kyle Storm on the pole for this race. Second is Trevor Lopez. Third, Chris. Fourth, Joshua Bolton. Fifth, Javier. Sixth, Shane Knox. Seventh, Matt Green. Eighth, Ricky. Ninth, Thomas Noble. And rounding out your top 10 is the number 5, Carissa Morris. But Kyle Storm sits on the pole, and in the standings, let's see where he is at. He is currently 12th. Not the season he wanted, but so far, that's where he is sitting. He's back 28 points. One thing about the ARCA, even if you're in 15th, you're only 36 points behind the leader. That shows you how competitive the ARCA series has been.
Yeah, it's a really tight series over there.
But we will be back in a few minutes for the start of the race. We are back getting ready to start week 4.
With only 15 laps, gotta make moves quick here. So let's see who can try to make a charge.
There is definitely no time to waste. 15 laps. You want to stay out of trouble to start with. We know at the Glen how chaotic things can get, especially during the starter race or any type of restart.
Yeah, side by side into the chicanes over there. That's a tough place to be.
Yes, it definitely is. Can Kyle Storm hold on to this lead? Got Trevor Lopez on the outside. Behind him in the second row is the number 13, Chris, and the number 23, Joshua Bolton. In the third row is Javier and Shane Knox. As they head into turn 6. This should be a fun one. First road course of the season. Pace car comes off the track. Green flag waves and week 4 is underway. Carl Storm with a good jump there as we head into turn 1. Oh, and the 66 almost loses it there. He almost spun around. That was so close. 23 and a 7 side by side going around 4. As we head into that chicane you were talking about earlier, Rhett.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, there goes the 23 fighting to hold on. How did he save that car?
Is this the ARCA series or the Drift series going on out here?
Man, it's going to take a few laps to warm up these tires, but man, these guys are hanging out for dear life right now. Some serious drifting going on. Everyone trying to battle for position. There's Merrill McGuire currently in 16th. He wants to have a good finish so he can. Oh, there's the number 5. Shane Knox has lost 6 positions already.
Looks like early on, these drivers are having trouble getting the grip of the power of the new cars.
Yeah, they're definitely struggling a little bit, holding it together. I think as these tires, you know, get a little more worn, they'll be able to manage it a little better. But these first few laps, and you gotta think the track is not super hot either. It's only 97 degrees. So,
Yeah, it looks like a pretty overcast day outside.
yeah,
out there right
so
now.
it's gonna take a few laps to get these tires warmed up for sure. Number 13 is in second. Trevor Lopez in third. There's Matt Green in fourth. There's Trey Smith. He's currently in that back of the field. Nice pink scheme on that car.
You love the heel on the side of it.
There's T the Queen. Currently in 22nd. Yeah, that eagle is definitely nice on that side of that number 20. Kyle Storm in control. Can he pull away from the 13? McGuire in 17. The 712 down 7 positions from the start of the race. It's definitely tough sledding for some of these drivers.
Yeah, definitely have trouble getting their tires warmed and making it through here.
Oh, the 712 almost lost it. Almost clipped that grass. If he would have clipped that grass, it would have been over.
He went sideways through 2 turns right there.
Look at that 13, man. He's gaining ground on the 81. There's Trevor Lopez in 13. I mean, in third. I don't think he wants to be in 13th right now.
Nope, not at all.
Matt Green in fourth. You know, some drivers are so good at these road courses. I'm sure they wish there was a road course every week.
Yeah, road courses definitely have their own setup.
There's Javier and Nightingale. Javier gets a little wide in the turn, loses a spot. Down to 9th. Some good battles at this part of the field here. There's Tyler Marco. As the 7 continues to get wide and lose more positions. There's Robert Cron at 14th. Robert Cron has quietly been having a good season. Currently 10th in points. Back to your leader, Kyle Storm still in the lead, but not by much. That 13 is all over that bumper, trying to find an opening somewhere. That's right.
Yeah, Storm's definitely doing his best chance at blocking him.
Let's right on board that 13. can see how much he's fighting with that wheel. Yes, now the 13 has to worry about Trevor Lopez right behind him. Let's do a rundown of your top 15 as Kyle Storm leads the way in first. And Chris CGQ in second. Let's get Lopez fighting hard, almost gets on that grass. He almost lost it there. Trevor Lopez in third. Matt Green in fourth. Joshua Bolton in fifth. Thomas Noble having a good run in sixth. Ricky in seventh. Nightingale in eighth. Tyler Markle in ninth. Number 19, Harry in 10th. Shane Knox in 11th. Javier in 12th. Marissa 13th. Robert Cron in 14th. And Skylar Stevens rounds out your top 15. As we see Merle McGuire, he is still in 17th. Will he be your points leader after this race? Logic is third in points, but he's currently right behind Merle. Kyle Storm is still your leader, but the laps are starting to wind down. I wonder if they'll catch the number 20 before this race is over. The 20 is definitely way off the pace.
I mean, there's still a good chance with 5 more laps after this.
If they catch them, you know, we know at the Glen, man, it's so hard to make these passes. So, will he cause any problems for the leaders? We've seen in the past races been like won or lost because of a slower car.
I want to say it was way back in the truck series. We had the leader getting ready to pass it. It was like a lap or two away from winning the race. And was trying to pass a lap car, and the lap car put him into the wall.
I do remember that. That was definitely one of the wildest races we've had. Trevor Lopez has definitely faded.
Yeah, Trevor has the speed, but he's just had too much sliding. Hasn't been consistent enough with it to really keep up with the top two.
Yeah, he gets very, like you say, he slides around. He seems very loose.
Yeah, when he keeps it going straight though, he puts together some good times.
Right behind him is Matt Green. And Joshua Bolton. Kyle Storm has the fastest lap of the race. As we have 4 laps to go here at the Glen. And Kyle has seemed to pull away from the 13. As you can see, the leaders really don't drift. You know, they don't get too loose around the turn. And they're putting together consistent laps. A little further back, that's Thomas Noble. And Ricky. Nightingale, I want to say, is a free agent and has been putting together some really good races. So if a team is looking for a driver, this might be one. Tyler Markle in 9th.
What I'm looking at, Nightingale was tied with the biggest mover after week 3 here. 2 races in, and they're climbing up in the standings pretty quickly.
Yeah, Nightingale came in a little late. I think one race, I'm not sure.
They started in week 2.
Okay, yeah, so missed one race, so considering that, she's been doing very well.
Finishes of 12th and 13th.
Kyle Storm has pulled away from the 13. This is his race to lose. He's got a 2.5 lead. And up ahead, you can see the 20, but I don't think they're going to catch that 20.
No, I think it's a little bit too late to catch the 20.
This race is coming to a close already. As the field is pretty much spread out. At least the top 10 are. As Kyle Storm goes around turn 7. As the white flag waves, this is the last lap at the Glen. All he has to do is hit his marks. And he'll be riding into victory lane for the first time this season. And he needed a run like this because he's currently tied 12th in points. As he's about to hit that chicane, he just needs not to make no mistakes here. And he gets through there pretty smoothly. As he just has 2 more turns to go. As he goes around the last turn, checker flag waves. The 81 Kyle Storm wins at Watkins Glen in week 4.
What a strong race by Kyle Storm there.
Yeah, he led wire Too wide. The 13 gave him a little problems a few times, but just couldn't get by him. Your top 10, Kyle Storm first. Chris in second. Great run by Chris, though. Third, Trevor Lopez, another driver, had a great run. Matt Green as well. Fourth, Joshua Bolton. Fifth. That's three Lost City cars. Third, fourth, and fifth.
Oof.
Thomas Noble, sixth. Ricky, seventh. Nightingale, eighth. Great run by her. Ninth, Tyler Markle. And rounding out your top 10 is the number 19, Harry. And that's two cars, ninth and 10th of DOG. So a good run for them as well. Two cars in the top 10. But the number 81 took all the shine today. Gets that first win under his belt. This should shake up the standings a little bit as Merle finished in 17th and Yodi finished 18th, and those drivers were first and third in the standings. And Javier finished in 12th. So there should be some shakeup here because Joshua Bolton finished fifth, and he is fifth in points. So he might actually be your leader. We'll see. Once we
Yeah,
tally,
it's gonna be tight up there.
yeah, we'll see how the points tally up here. But we definitely gonna have a shift here on top of the standings. But up next is the supercars in an endurance race at Mount Panorama, Bathurst. It should be great. What are you looking forward to that race, Rhett?
Well, it's gonna be our first big track with the supercars that gives them the best opportunity at passing. So, lots of high speed, chaos at the at the bottom of the hill going to the chicane. Uh, it's gonna be a good one to watch. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think so too. That race will be in about 15 minutes. As Merle just said, hey, I can't wait to get back to oval racing. And that's how it is. Sometimes, you're very fast on these ovals, and then when a road course comes, it's like, man, what happened? Um, but I'm sure he'll bounce back next week. Next week we head to, I don't have the schedule in front of me. Check it out here. Give me one
Next
second
week we
here.
go to Kentucky.
Kentucky, mile and a half. Man, that's gonna be fun. Mile and a half is always a fun race. So we'll
I
see.
think Merle survives here. I think it'll be tight. I think there's going to be like 3 or 4 drivers right, within single digits of him. But I think he still holds on to the lead going to Kentucky.
Yeah, the last two, week one for Merle, he won the race a mile and a half, and in last week he finished. I mean, he wait, did he win that race too? Yeah, he's got two wins, so he's won both times in a mile and a half, and we're going to a mile and a half, so we'll see if he can keep that mile and a half streak going. But like always, thank you for supporting the stream and supporting the league. I will see you guys next time, and don't forget Supercars up next in about 15 minutes.